welcome back to my channel. Today I am joined by a very special guest. This is my friend Xaulanda. Beautiful, beautiful woman here, is an amazing member of this planner community. I am so excited to introduce her to y'all and to ask her some fun questions. So let's just start with an easy one. How did you get started in the planning community or with planning in general?
Well, I was a scrapbooker first.
Okay, what kind of scrapbooking? Like the big 12 by 12?
Yes, okay. I was a big 12 by 12 scrapbooker and an 8 by 8. Okay. So I first started after I gave birth to my first daughter, Indy. So I made our scrapbook and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing, and I love
like all the stickers and the paper.
and the paper, and then that was when I got my first Cameo. So it was Cameo, that big old
the big one.
And mind you, I did the research for like 6 months before
to pick one
because I was like, Cricut,
there's so many options,
and then I only had one friend that actually dealt with the Cameo.
Okay,
so she was like, of course she was like, well, just pick the Cameo, and I was like,
then I can teach you how to use it.
Yeah, but she never taught me because I did YouTube videos to learn how to do it. That's why it took me 6 months, and then once I got it, I was like, oh my god, this is so much easier. I don't have to cut and do all these things. And then
I remember going to like scrapbook stores to like cut on like some machine.
Yeah, they have the board cutter, and then you do all these weird things and turn the paper, then you have the scoring knife with the scoring board.
With the scoring board to like make a shape.
And I was just like, no. So
too much work.
Much more easier. And then I had downloaded all the, like, subscribed to all these people.
Okay.
And I was just like, oh my god, this is amazing. Then I found card making.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I could take this
more things
and put it on a card, and then this is awesome. And then that's when, what's that other platform that we used to use way before IG, and we could still communicate with every single person?
MySpace?
No, was it MySpace?
Oh my god, I don't know.
It was not MySpace. It wasn't Twitter. It was dang it, I used to have it on my phone.
What are you?
But you can watch the video. You can watch them live.
Oh, Periscope?
Yes!
Oh my god.
So that's when I met like Lamika.
Yeah,
and
I remember when that was a thing. Yeah.
And Daily Dose with Liz. I met like all of those people on there.
Yeah.
And then the planner community came up, and it was like, oh yeah, we do this and we do that, and I was like, planner.
That was the end of that.
And then it was just a huge rabbit hole.
Oh yeah.
And then I just fell down, like, you know that episode in Alice in Wonderland when she's just twirling down and fall? That was me. And then ever since then I was like, I'm just gonna incorporate what I know into planning. So I didn't know the sizes and boxes of Erin Condren at the time, so I was just like, I'm doing clips. So I started with planner clips before.
That's so fun. Oh my god, so fun.
Because it's easier for me to cut shapes out and glue them together.
Yeah, and put it on a paper clip.
But it's still part of scrapbooking, so I'm like, I'm still scrapbooking, I don't care.
So how long had you been in the community before you started your shop?
So it was September like 12th or 13th.
Okay.
I was actually I actually joined NYC Planner Addicts around that time, and I was pregnant with my second daughter.
Okay.
So yeah, so I was just like, that was like 2013. So
that Facebook group has been around that long?
Yeah, because Ivy was born 2014.
What?
And like a couple of months later, I was at a meetup in downtown Brooklyn with them. So that group has been around a long time.
You know, I just recently saw I have like that app, that Time Hop app that shows old pictures, and I just saw there was like a Halloween meetup, but I think it was 2014 was the memory on mine, or no, was it 14 or 15? But there was like in October, it was like the day after Halloween or 2 days after Halloween. It just popped up recently, like a New York City Planner Addicts event, except this one was in Manhattan. It was in like someone's apartment building.
I wasn't there. I don't think at that one.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but they've been around for
a while. They have been around for a while.
So I debuted my first clips in NYC Planner Addicts.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they were like typewriters and headphones and coffee cups.
That's so fun. That is so fun.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna debut it here. And then I started slowly growing, and then I just got into stickers, and everything is trial and error, especially with stickers and products.
With anything, I think in planning world, it's trial and error. You gotta figure out what works.
But certain people still deem me the clip queen.
Oh, funny. So, even though it's been so long
since I've done it, so I'll get people like, hey, can you do clips for me? And I'm like, sure, no problem. How many do you need? 10? Because I'm always like, I hate cutting them, because stickers are so much easier. Like you come up with your platform and your format, and you just plug.
Okay. But were you gluing the clips together by hand?
Yeah. And tweezers. So hands, tweezers.
Right, that's definitely a lot more work than cutting stickers.
And then I would also incorporate the scrapbooking and the coloring, because I would go in and I would get inks, and I would like hand dye the paper after it's cut. So if it has facial expressions, I will put rosy cheeks. Yeah.
Each one by hand?
By hand. So I was a psycho person. So everybody's like, bring your clips back, bring your clips back.
Oh my God, that's like, a lot of work. Yeah, okay, if I'm gonna charge like $20 a clip, if they're that much work, like you gotta think about it. Like the amount of time that you're putting into them.
And it's triple backed. So
oh my God.
It's not paper on paper. It's paper, 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 paper. And then you can hit it, and then it's like a brick. Wow. So yeah,
that's crazy.
But if anybody asks for clips, I'll do them.
Yeah,
like it's fine.
But now you mostly do stickers.
Because it's easy, and then I can cut my time down. So I already know, okay, this is gonna cut in 2 minutes and 33 seconds. I have 5 machines now.
Wow.
So yeah,
that's awesome.
It's quick.
Okay.
So I can cut 20 kits and be done in about 2 hours or so, maybe less.
Okay. That's still a long time.
It is, without boo-boos though. So you have to make sure there's no boo-boos.
There's definitely errors,
so.
Okay. But you like it?
I love it. Cutting stickers is fun. It can be.
Yeah, I like want to punch my silhouette machine sometimes.
Strenuous, yes. There's plenty of times that they go through PMS.
Yes. Oh my God.
And then when they do that, I just leave them alone and I design.
Okay.
Because at that point, it's like they're machines too, so they kind of need a break. They I feel like they have feelings. That's why they mess us up when we're cutting.
So they need a break. They need to let them breathe.
Let them breathe, because the silhouette company, I'm sorry, they're no good.
Oh, trying to like get help?
No. Yeah, they took out the whole phone system, and now everything is.
Yeah, there's no way to talk to them.
Because
I'm having issues too. I can't get mine to. I just have one, and it's just to make my own stickers. But I can't get it to sync up with my computer right now. Like, I will plug it in and it doesn't pop up on my computer.
Do you have the Cameo or you have the Portrait?
No, I have the Portrait.
Check the firmware just in case.
Okay, yeah, it just doesn't show up.
Because I think they recently had an update.
Oh, okay, maybe.
But I don't update don't update your silhouettes all the time.
Does it mess it up?
Sometimes.
So interesting. But sometimes then it won't work.
Yes, but I think there's a way to take the old one out and go back to your new one.
Okay.
But if you want to do that, I would recommend going to the Silhouette School. She has this blog.
Okay.
I forgot what her name is, but she's amazing.
Okay. The Silhouette School.
Yes. Okay. Go on there.
Because I need to fix mine because
she's bomb.com.
So what kind of planner do you use on a regular basis?
Right now I'm using the Pel Studio B6.
Okay.
Her name is Nova Lee, and she's white and rose gold.
Beautiful.
Right. So for next year, I'll be still using her for my personal and business. And then I was thinking about using my PP Weeks.
Okay.
Just for fun.
Just for stickers? Like just like for
stickers, sticker layouts. You know, just
the one that we just got at Sugar Eagle Shop.
Yes, and then I had already ordered one.
Oh my God.
So now I have 2.
Because I have that one too that I want to figure out something to do with it. And I sat at the Pink Room Co table and she gave like a, I don't know what to call it,
presentation?
like a case. No, like a case that fits it. That fits the week.
I saw that.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
I think I want it in white.
It's the one she got, like the one that she gave everybody was in white. And I was like, I need to use this for something because them combined, it's just like the most beautiful setup. And I'm like, I don't know what.
And then, so the Pink Room Co, I actually got her B6 rings.
Oh, so in white?
In white. They're so beautiful. So I have Nova Lee and then I have that one in white. So if I can get her Hobo cover,
you'll just be all set.
I'll just be a little family and just be Snow White on.
You just be Snow White. Look, in your beautiful white. Oh, you in all your white.
But yeah, I think the PP Weeks will probably be something that I'll just like, it'll be something to carry around for fun.
Okay.
Like, you know, just something like a sample of some sort.
Okay.
I'm still writing it.
But it's not necessarily as functional for you as your other one, your V6.
I mean, maybe it'll change because throughout the year, you know, we get that FOMO that we're missing out. And we'll see somebody with a picture and we're like, wait a minute.
I need to do that.
I gotta do it.
That is such a struggle in this community, is like, you see somebody else with something and you're like, I need that.
Yeah.
They're making that work for them. Well, I need to make it work for me.
And then I also have a Hobo Nietzsche.
I just don't like the paper.
The paper does drive me crazy.
I don't like it.
But a lot of people love it. Yeah. So I'm in between both. So what I was thinking is about with the Hobo Nietzsche, maybe incorporating more full pages for those of us who are not into the paper and we're not into those small boxes.
So, like covering it up with a full sticker?
Like covering with a full sticker, so you're able to just boom, be done. Like,
I don't want to do really interesting idea.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing something like that. I'm not sure.
That would be cool.
And then I already have the foldable that goes in your Hobo Nietzsche weeks.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I have a foldable. So basically it's a huge sticker that I fold.
Okay.
And it looks like a book. And you put one side on.
And then it folds out.
So then it opens like a book inside of your Hobo Nietzsche. And then you have another sticker on the other side.
What?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So I'm just like, I'm going to do that also too for PP weeks, because sometimes maybe you don't want to plan. Maybe you want to do a no plan week and you just want to, okay, this is what I did for the day. Maybe some people want to turn it into a day journal or something like that.
That's a good idea.
So I was thinking about doing, So if anybody wants hobos and they want full pages, then I'll probably come up with more full page ideas.
Yeah. That's a great idea. I haven't seen that anywhere, actually.
I know. So I'm probably thinking maybe Black Friday releasing something. I haven't seen any shops with it. So
this video will be up after Black Friday. So we will link her shop below and you can go check out those full pages for those of you that do like that size planner.
Yeah.
My handwriting is also a little bit too big, I think, sometimes for those planners.
Yes.
Like
So I've come to learn that because my handwriting is a little bit big and I write very heavy.
Yeah, I do too.
You have to use very fine pens.
I just hate fine pens.
And you have to write at a 45-degree angle with a thin pen in order for it.
You have to write at a 45-degree angle.
I mean, if you write, or write straight up, like up and down.
Yeah, up and down.
But it's gonna hurt the muscles in your hand because we don't write often like how we did in school. Like that's when my penmanship was like
perfect
point.
Yeah,
because we wrote all the time, single day.
Yeah, your hand, it's a muscle. Like
so
your handwriting gets better.
We're doing this. But if you're doing, like, makeup artists have amazing handwriting.
Oh,
you ever notice
so
that?
Much sense.
Because they have to draw.
Their muscles are like. Oh. So I feel like that's a great recommendation though. If I see a lot of people complain about their handwriting and they're like, I hate my handwriting. Practice. Just write things. Like, it doesn't matter what you write, and it doesn't have to be fancy lettering. Just literally, like,
so even if you start out with your grocery list or your budget list or any, like, writing down what you have to do for that week with your kids, it helps with your penmanship. And I noticed that because now lately I've been writing everything down. I haven't really been in my planner, which is bad, but I've been doing lists.
Okay.
So my list and my to-do list is like OMG. So it probably couldn't even fit in my planner right now, even if I wanted it to. And then I would have to like break it down in days. So I'm just like, okay, I'll just list it here and then continue to go on and check off as I go. And I do the system that Mari does for her bullet journaling, where she gives it a full circle, a slash, a check. So I do that in some aspect.
I can't handle it. My brain, it's like a box and a check and that's it. I can't do all the different shapes.
I just do those three and then I'm like,
okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm like done. I'm just like,
I just feel like some people
Mari is the bomb. I can't look. I just got those 3 things and I'm done.
Yeah, she's got like codes for days.
Yeah.
So the name of your shop is named after your little girls.
Yes.
Right. Can you just tell us a little bit about them?
So Indy is the oldest. She's 5, and then Ivy is 3.
So cute. They're so cute.
They are adorable. They are a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
It's like I'm raising a 15-year-old and a 30-year-old.
Which one is 30?
The 3.
The third one.
She's such an old soul.
Wow.
Like, she's such an old soul. She's already like set in her ways.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And it's just because the reason why I say 30 is because she does things that I do. So I'm literally dealing with my little self. So it's just like, oh, okay. And a little bit background history, because a lot of people ask me why did I name them Indy and Ivy. Indy means light.
Okay.
And then Ivy is, you know, the wreath that they used to use back in ancient times to bound you for marriage.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I need strength. So she's my strength. So I have my light and my strength. I figured I would just do those two, and then they have eyes instead of E's. Yeah. Because they're my eyes into the world. So that's why that's why I have eyes for their names. So when people tell me why eyes, why those names in particular, and I'm just like, that's the reason why. Because I love it. They're my light and my strength, and they're my eyes to see into the world.
I love it. So what is your favorite thing about being a shop owner?
I would say the most favorite thing about being the shop owner is, I guess, when you come up with something new and innovative.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because it's just like you literally sit on IG for a couple of hours a day. I try to section that part out because we can get lost on IG.
I can't even imagine. I get lost as like a normal person.
So you can get lost. So it's just, it's not, I don't call it copying or anything like that. No. I just want to look for inspiration to see what I can do different and revamp.
Yeah.
So like with the Hobo Nietzsche, for instance, I don't see anyone out with
like a full page
foldable. So that was something that I had to come up with and just really master, and it took a while to do, and I haven't seen anybody with it. And because I've been so lackadaisical myself as a shop owner and not pushing it more, it's not really seen that much into the community, except for those who post it.
Right.
So my goal from now until the end of the year is to really push those items that I've innovated myself into the
community.
Yeah.
How do you envision that happening? What are like
well, just recently I have a I did PR applications.
Yes, I saw that.
And I got really good help from Chaz at Shameless Stickers and Ashley, who yes, what is her, I don't know how to say it, I think it's a Prockle.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it.
I think it's a Prockle. So they sat down, well, we sat down through text and stuff like the internet, and then they just basically told me what to do, what to look for, how to go about things.
I love that, by the way, that like collaborative atmosphere, that it's like you can sit down with other shop owners and it's not about like stealing customers or stealing PR people or stealing ideas. It's like they're helping you with your business as well. I love that.
So babes supporting babes, hashtag babes supporting babes. So they said for months, it took me a while to actually, you know, be like, oh my god, I need to really do this. But it's taking me so long. And then something happened where I was helping a friend and they didn't treat me so good. So I was like, you know what? That's a sign. So I let that door close. And I was like, let me walk back into my door. Yeah. Which was Indy and Ivy Ink. Yes. And I was just like, time to put foot in your ass. Let's go. So I did it. I put my PR application out there. And I was like, look, it's ambassador search. We need to get ambassadors for Indy and Ivy Ink. I wanted 9 people. I wanted diversity. Yep. I wanted inclusion. And that's exactly what I got.
I know, they looks like an amazing group of women.
So I was just like, and I was so shocked that like people actually, those people applied. I was like, oh my god, I'm getting people.
It's exciting.
It is. And then I think 3 of them are out of the country. So it's even.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. That is so cool.
So it's even better because my shipping is very low for international shipping. I think it's like 14 for all the other countries.
Oh, wow.
And then it's 10 for Canada. Okay. And then for us, of course, domestic is $350. Couple. Yeah. But they still get tracking. They still get shipping on it. They're like a tracking number too.
That's great.
Yeah. So, and they get insurance. So I add that. I lose a little bit, but it's fine. I'd rather them have the insurance because God forbid it gets lost.
Yeah, and that whole process. Yeah.
So they can always claim back their money, you know? So the option is out there for them. But yeah, it was just one door closed and then I just, okay, no problem. Boop. Went right back into my own and kicked my ass and was just like, it's time to focus.
Okay, so in addition to your PR team, is there anything else that you are sort of doing to help focus on your shop or make it more of a priority?
I actually started a calendar.
I love it.
So I have a calendar for every month going forward from November 1st, of course. And then I have a lot of events that I'm doing. So the next 2 events I'm doing is Once in a Million.
Yes. Oh, I heard that's going to be amazing. I'm going to be out of the country. Otherwise, I would have been there in a heartbeat.
So I'm doing Once in a Million. My theme is The Notebook.
That's so perfect. I feel like for your aesthetic. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like your stickers, like, it's so like that romantic pastel, like beautiful. Like,
and I'm such a hopeless romantic, so I'm just like, okay, let's do this one. I
love it.
And so that one, I'm actually handcrafting every single piece on the table. I have, I believe, 8 to 9 great shops who've donated. Oh, that's awesome.
I love that. Again, with the supporting is that creating a table, we talked about this a little bit in Jane's video too, that creating a table as a shop owner doesn't have to mean that you are doing everything yourself. Like, other shops will help, and
as long as you reach out, and I'm willing to pay, even if it's half of, you know, whatever the price is, I'll pay, because that's time.
Absolutely.
That's someone else's time.
Or like a swap almost. That's what Jane was saying, that she offered, like, swaps in exchange. So I either swap, or if it's somebody's time, I'm sorry, I'm offering you pay, because like at the last event, Sugar Gal Shop, Demuko Shante, her pouches, I was like, I'm offering to pay because that's your time. Like, if anybody doesn't offer, it's like, where's your courtesy? You know? It's one thing not to take the profit because it's the advertisement and the like the donation aspect of it, but I agree with you. There's still some cost.
But if it's like an even exchange, then that's fine. I don't mind bartering. But you know, you still gotta. I know
good barter.
Good barter. Such an old school word. I don't mind bartering. I don't barter. So yeah, I mean, I'm very giving. So I always wear my heart on my sleeve. It's a good thing and a bad thing.
I'm the same way.
So what you gonna do?
What's the next event? That you...
So it's Once in a Million, and then Sugary Gal Shop has ugly sweater party coming up in New Jersey for the New Jersey Planner.
Why haven't I seen anything about that? And then we're both going to Florida in January.
Yes.
Are you vending there?
I'm vending there too. Oh my god, I totally forgot.
I was like, I know you're going, but are you vending?
I'm vending there too. So I'm gonna be shipping some stuff over.
Ooh, that's a lot of work.
To my friend's house. Yeah, it's just the display boards. I always carry my stickers
on.
Because if something happens, I'm just like, look, I got a table. Here's your stickers.
The display boards didn't make it, but like, here the stickers came with me on the plane.
That's it. So
that's smart. That's really
merchandise always comes with me. I count it as one bag. It's like my carry-on.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll
fold, check your clothes.
Yeah.
Because like, who cares about those?
Because I think you can have 2 personal bags on the plane. So I'll take a really big book bag, and then I'll have my purse, and then the other stuff just
check it
back.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I do carry a pair of undies in my bag just in case luggage gets lost.
Yep. This is very random, but I just heard a really good tip about traveling. If you're traveling with somebody else, to split your clothes into the 2 suitcases. That way, if one gets lost, you both still have clothes. And I was like, that's a great idea.
It is.
I didn't even think about that, but somebody was like, yeah, don't put all your stuff in one and all his stuff in the other. Like, split it. And I was like, done.
That's it.
Idea. Plus, I mean, let's be real. I always put stuff in his suitcase anyways. Right. I have way more stuff. He doesn't need all that space.
I'll go away for 2 days and have a whole bunch of undies and bras, and I'm just like, you just never know.
You just never know. All right, so on this channel, we talk a lot about goal setting. So I was wondering if you have any sort of goal setting system that you use, whether it's personal or business or both.
I haven't written it down.
Okay.
It's just something that's in my head that I put down on a piece of paper every so often and look at.
Okay.
So me goal setting for the last 2 months of the year have actually been written down.
That's awesome. I think there's a lot to be said for just writing your goals down, even if it's not in a fancy system.
Because it's like you manifest it. Once it's written down and you see it, it's like
there's something about that.
It's kind of like your vision board. Like once you put your vision board out there and you see it, I'm gonna get it.
Right.
If you can't get it that year, guess what? Put it back on the vision board again and keep it moving.
Keep working.
It's not meant for you at that time. So basically, I've been writing it down because I haven't been planning. Such a bad planner, babe.
That's okay.
But I've been writing it down and just like you know, looking at it every day and just saying it out loud.
Okay, that's
so
cool.
It looks like a crazy person. Like,
no, there's definitely something about saying things out loud. I'm not good at that. Sam, my fiance, he does that in the shower. He will like say things out loud about his business in the shower. He's gonna kill me for saying that, but like,
you'll be okay.
I think it works for him.
He might just help somebody else do it in the shower. Remember Mary Jane? She had all her Post-its around the house, and then when she would pick up one and she would read it, and then that would be her manifestation for the day.
I love it.
So, or her affirmation. So I don't see anything wrong with it if you're screaming it out loud in the shower. People get their best ideas on the toilet, so
it may work for you.
Manifest your goals. I think that's something that we all should do. I know there's times when we all get flustered or overwhelmed. I've had times where I've had that happen and I've gone into a dark place, and it makes you push your goals to the side.
Back. Yeah.
And then because you're just stuck in this hole, and that happened to me a few months ago. And without having certain people in your life to talk to consistently on a consistent basis, you can stray away and just be like, I don't care, you know, and then you just lose sight. I would just say try to reach out to someone as soon as possible, as soon as you get to a place where you know it could get really crucial for you, because you need it. Don't just let it sit and fester. So that's what happened to me. And then just consistently reaching out to people. Like, even if I'm down, I would be like, hey, how's it going? Because you never know what somebody else is going through, and then you guys can kind of help each other out for that moment.
I love that.
You know,
I feel like that should be a good goal to just, it's so, I think we get wrapped up, at least I do, in when you reach out, you feel like it has to be this very well crafted message, or it has to be, you have to have a reason. But you don't. You don't have to, like, you could just send somebody a text or a Facebook message.
Say, hey, how's it going?
Exactly. And that could be something huge for them. It could be huge for you. Like, it doesn't have to be huge. I love that.
Yeah. So my quote for the shop going forward is, a little grace goes a long way. And it was something that I asked Chaz from Shameless Stickers to hand letter. So it's actually a little magnet in my shop that says a little grace goes a long way with her handwriting.
I love her handwriting. All right, one last question for you. It is Vlogmas. So what is your favorite thing about the holiday season?
I guess because now that it's just me and the girls, it will be making new traditions.
I love it.
Last year our tradition was, I started a little bit late, but it was Elf on the Shelf.
Oh, I love that. Oh my god, it's such a great thing. You're like, you have to be good, or that elf.
Yes, so every morning when I started, the elf will be somewhere different. So they will wake up in the morning just to see where he landed. And I'm just like,
now, did you just move him, or did you do like the crazy, like, have you seen Pinterest and the people that do crazy things?
I was the crazy person.
Oh, you did the crazy things.
I sure did. Like, and I would write letters.
Oh, I love it.
So I would like, one thing I did with them was he got into the hot chocolate.
Okay.
So the mug was tipped over, and the hot packet
was open.
The hot chocolate packet was open and spilled over. And then he was sitting there, and I made him put his hands on his face, like, oh no. Cute. And then in the note, he said something like, oh, I'm so sorry. I tried to make you hot chocolate for the morning, but
I made a mess.
You woke up and I made a mess, and I had to just sit here.
Because he has to freeze.
Right. So it's just like, oh no. And she was like, but mommy, who's gonna clean this? And I'm just like, don't worry about the cleaning.
Just enjoy the magic.
He moved. She was just like, oh man, he made a mess. And then my little one was like,
well, because then you're not supposed to touch them.
And you can't touch, you cannot touch. So I have to leave the elf there
until the next night.
And then
you cleaned it up.
And then I would clean it up and then move him. I mean, that's how it, and then there was a game night. I did a game night with the elf. So I always put it in a place where I know I won't be able to touch it as well.
It'll be safe.
It'll be safe. So I always try to put it in inconspicuous areas.
Does it have a name?
She didn't name him yet. Okay. She still, right now.
Do they read the book?
We read the book every single time he comes out, because he's supposed to come out right after Thanksgiving.
Right, but I feel like in the book you're supposed to give him a name.
We are, but she just calls him Elfie for now.
Well, that's a name.
I know, but
okay, you're like, give him a better name.
I need a name. No. They did. His name is Ivan.
Oh well, obviously it has to start with an I.
Yes.
Obviously.
So it's Indy, Ivy,
and Ivan.
So yeah.
Awesome.
That's it, boo.
Well, thank you for coming. And thank you for hanging out with me. Yay. It was so fun. I'll link all her things below. Go follow her, all the fun things. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thanks so much for watching.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Perfect. Now we're in the center. I lost my train of thought. It's at my brain's not working. Wow, that Facebook group has been allowing that.
I think
so interesting.
she will save your life.
All right.